In the grand scheme of things, they're really much ado about nothing, colonoscopies. This year I had my first, and like Katie Couric and Will Smith and many others continuing in the fight against colon cancer, I brought a camera into the surgical room to show you what to expect. Here's my very personal story behind it all, and why, if you're over 40, colonoscopies should be on your radar too. One day, one fairly simple procedure. I'm ready. I'll say I'm ready.
The worst is over.
Good. The colonoscopy, an exam used to detect changes, abnormalities, any GI disorders in the large intestine or colon, and yep, the rectum. We'll take you behind the scenes of this one in a moment.
We are ready for you to roll in your left shoulder and left hip.
But first, a little bit about why I got here earlier than most. I thank this guy for giving us a few bonus years with this gal, Dr. Oz and my mom, meeting in 2009 at WPTV NBC5, the news station where I anchored and reported. Dr. Oz was there to shoot some promotional videos, and I invited Mom to join. She brought one of his books, and as he was signing it, she said, "You know, I finally scheduled my first colonoscopy because of you." A segment on Dr. Oz's show, one that aired just a few weeks before this meeting, showed photos of a good versus bad colon. Those images finally got my mom to schedule that first colonoscopy. Mom's procedure found cancer, colon cancer that later found its way to her lung and lymph nodes, cancer she would fight hard for 9 years. Not many days went by without a challenging side effect, chemo, radiation, and appointments from the Lynn Cancer Institute to the University of Michigan Medical Center. Where's Granny? But we sure filled days with the good stuff, too. So many good moments with Grandy until her final one in August of 2018. 2 years later, I turned 40, and due to my family history, it was time for my colon cancer prevention with all the prep, which is why this whole colonoscopy thing often gets a bad rap. It's a day of clear liquids, then a day of drinking some unpleasant stuff, and a night of clearing things out, so to speak. They're little, but powerful.
It's now 4:15 a.m. I set my alarm so that I could finish this.
And then, game day. Here we are at Baptist Health, ready to go. Colonoscopy, take one. This is where we meet Dr. Lawrence Fiedler, the skilled Boca Raton gastroenterologist behind it all. Following greetings and anesthesia, he uses a tiny camera on the tip of a tube to examine the 3 to 4 feet of colon we have in there. And for me, it's a good thing he did. Dr. Fiedler found and removed a precancerous polyp.
The overwhelming majority of colon cancers started probably 8 years, 10 years before from a small polyp that grows into a large polyp. The polyp then can grow into a cancer. If you find them like this and just remove them, that basically dramatically reduces your chances of ever getting colon cancer.
The American Cancer Society is now recommending that people at average risk of colorectal cancer start screening at age 45, and those at higher risk even earlier. Dr. Fiedler says consult your doctor and start asking the questions. While Fiedler is my new favorite, it all started with Dr. Oz, not to mention many other superheroes along the way. No one predicted that cancer would be part of my mom's story, now our story, but we learn, we act, we fight, and well, you know. Screenings are, of course, your most powerful tool in the fight against colon cancer, but doctors say, no surprise, physical activity and diets rich in veggies, fruits, and whole grains sure help too. For recommendations and research and more information, just head to my website, paigekornblue.com, and look for the Today's Page section. In Boca Raton, I'm Paige Kornblue.